Hello, this is Steve, and today we're going to be talking about a next feature released on the Spin2 extension. This feature is new, and it is help with method signatures. Show hovers, where you'd hover over something and it would display information about the item you're hovering over. Signatures are different in that as you are typing, it's meant to remind you what you should be entering next. And so this is fun. I have CodePilot installed, and CodePilot has learned some things that we need to do. And so I can actually accept its changes, and it will generate the code for me. And in this case, it says frame buffer doesn't exist. But let's go back and look at what we were just seeing. I'm invoking the byte fill spin method, and as I'm ready to type the next parameter, in blue here, it's actually telling me what the purpose of the next parameter is. It's telling me what the name of it, and then the description here should be the purpose and what we're trying to do. And so let's see, as we type that, I'm just going to use the suggested text because, why not? You'll notice the blue moves next to the description of the next parameter. And so this is signature help. And so count now reminds us. And if everything is documented correctly, you'll get this kind of help. All of the Spin2 built-in, and for P1 users, the Spin1 or Spin built-in methods are now supported in VSCode for signature help. And so let's just go ahead and accept this, because, it's just easier than typing it all. And so now we've got that, and the code says, frame buffer doesn't exist, but syntactically we're correct. So let's look at another one, string compare. It's going to compare two strings and return the match value. If I hover over this, I get more details, and you can see what the string compare feature is meant to do. It intends to get address A and address B, addresses of zero terminated strings, and it will return true or false based on whether the strings actually compared. So the proper format is something more like this. From what we're reading. And again, my highlighter says, I don't know what those variables are and things. They aren't defined yet. So we're going to ignore that, but you can see how signature help is helping remind you of what the parameter values are, what they need to be. That's built-in. That's Spin built-in. But what about methods you create? Down here on Start, you can see I have the documentation of a new suggested documentation form that our VS Code can actually generate for us, the template. And so I filled in the template, and so if you hover over Start, it says basically, specify the eval board, connect location, and the type of ink, click display, then start SPI. That's what the start method does. It's a user-defined method, and the parameters are display type, click pin, and click base pin, and it returns, okay, did it start or not? So as you might expect, if we're filling this in, it's going to forward that at param description here as we fill in display type. And you can see here it's reminding you very nicely this should be a DS something. Let's choose ink 200. And then the next parameter wants to be the base pin. And my smart code, my CodePilot, using ChatGPT behind it, is suggesting the pin variable for me. And it may or may not be correct, but it at least shows me the format. And so I'm going to accept it here. So you can see that it works pretty well for user-defined methods. And this works just as well for public and private. Now, what happens if it's not documented yet? You'll see that it says no parameter comment is found. Let's find this. Hello. Select font. And I'll just go to it. It's right here. And you'll see the parameter documentation is really not there. I can very quickly with Control-C insert the documentation that should be there And in fact, I've already typed it out, so I'm just going to copy it here to make it a little bit quicker. You can see that nothing's there. I take this and I put it in its place, get rid of the original comment. And now you can see that select font, when I hover over it, already has the new documentation. I just put it in, it has it already. And now when I go back up here, instead of showing me parameters not defined, it should show me, yep, exactly what I need. And so this one is FO horizontal, right? And I come back out here, and this would be a color, and I don't have any colors predefined, so it's just an E in color, and I'll just say red for now. And of course, it's not going to be defined. So there you have it. That's how the signature help behaves. And you've seen that with the built-in documentation and with the help of the built-in documentation generator, it's very quick just to fill these out and then have signature help working for you as you're typing calls to your own methods, be they public or private. That's all we have for signature help. Please enjoy the feature. Thank you for watching.